Hi guys. So, being on a spiritual journey, an awakening journey, and a healing journey can sometimes be extremely lonely, especially when you're woke. I love my own company, and I also like being around people, but I find that when I am around people, it drains me. It drains me because I pick up on their emotions and their feelings. Not that that's a bad thing, but I pick up on positive and negative emotions. So I just have to put boundaries in place to protect my energy when I go out, so that it doesn't overwhelm me. But, I remember years ago when I used to trust the system. I used to trust the government, thinking that the government is there to genuinely help us. How I trusted the food system, when you'd go out to buy groceries at the supermarket and you automatically think, you think that, the food is nutritious. I'm talking about whole foods. It's nutritious and it's healthy, right? And trusting the medical system, the GPs are there to do no harm. And what else? Trusting that the water that we drink is safe. But I've learned that that's not the case. When you're awake, you see through all the illusions. You see through the lies, and you see through the deception. And the thing is, once you're woken up, and you can't unsee what you've already seen. You can't. And sometimes I think, to myself, I wish I never saw that, or I wish I never knew that. Because life would be so much easier. Life would be not as complicated. Because I know what I know now, and I see what I see now. But I can't do that. I can't not unsee it. And it's almost now what I've experienced. It's almost like I question everything. I question everything. Not that I want to, but because I know I have to now, knowing what I know. And it's draining. That it can be so draining, and that's why this journey, I think, for me, is so lonely, because it just feels like people don't see what I see. Not that that's a bad thing, because I believe everybody is on their own journey, but that's why I'm saying that my journey is so lonely, because I see through things. I see through, like I said, the illusions. I see through all the bullshit. And like I spoke about my video, my last video, I'm putting through that formal complaint with my gym membership, because I saw that the contract that I was under, it's just like it fits in a nice little box, but as we know it, life is not like, we don't fit in these little boxes. So anyway, so for those of you who are awake, who are going through your, whether it be a spiritual journey or an awakening journey or even a healing journey, know that you're not alone. You're not crazy, and the system is just not built for woke people. Do you know what I mean? So be strong, you know, be brave, believe in yourself, and never give in to the system. Question everything, because you're not alone. There are a lot of people out there that are starting to see through the cracks now, and yeah, just, you're not alone, and I see you.